We turned the we turned the song down. The Halifax 3 turned the song down. Our publisher, our record company said, listen, like, this guy is weird, he's too straight. And then, you know, a month and a half later, Peter, Paul, and Mary are doing Blowin' in the Wind, and they've got a hit record, and the rest is history.
Oh, wow. And what about, I remember Richie Havens and Bob Dylan, they shared a little room in back of one of the cafes where they slept and everything like that.
Oh, it was downstairs at the village gate in the back. Chip Monk, who went on to do all the stage sound and lighting for the Fillmores and for not for Monterey, but for Woodstock. Chip Monk lived downstairs in behind the boiler room at the village gate. There was a little living space back there, and Dylan used to live back in there, share space with him. He wrote Hard Rain's Gonna Fall down in there, I understand.
Well, did you ever befriend Richie Havens at all?
Yeah, well, but see, we were all doing
together.
the same things. I mean, he'd be playing, we were all playing the clubs, the coffee houses, because none of them paid.
Yeah.
You want to hear the spiel before we get up and sing? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We do a set. When you finish the set, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. But due to the cabaret laws of the city of New York, the management is unable to pay us for a performance this evening, so we're going to pass among you with a basket into which we hope you'll place a small donation for luxuries such as food, clothing, and shelter. And then you go past that. You make 20 bucks a time and split that up and go get a sausage sandwich and then go to the next place and do it again.
So would you play like with Bob in the cafes, like on
No, you do your set.
Just by yourself.
He might come by and do a set later that night. You know, you at the first part of the night you go to all the clubs. So is there any slots open? Yeah, I got a 9 o'clock. Come in at 9 o'clock. So you come in at 9. You go to another place. Yeah, there's one at 10. So you do one at 9. You go up the street, do one at 10. Cross 6th Avenue, do one at 11 o'clock. So you could do 3 or 4 a night.
So everyone was pretty much destitute at the time.
Yeah, but you could make, you could make 40, 50 bucks a night on the weekend. During the week it was dead, and that all went for food and your hotel. So you didn't make money, you just survived.
Did you ever get chance to meet Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah, we did a couple. We did a Hollywood Bowl concert with him, or one or two. I think we did 2 with him. Yeah, shot some pool with him.
What was that like?
What was that like? What was Jimmy like?
I know he's a little skinny man with a big
naked.
afro.
We were very naked, and we rubbed the orgy butter on us, and then we played pool. It was just a guy we're playing pool, just one of the gang, you know.
So,
we weren't. I mean, how can you not a celebrity yourself?
Yeah.
No, everybody else thought you were a celebrity. We were just, trying to get rid of all those people that were saying you're a celebrity.
So, did it ever feel like when a bunch of celebrities were together
that you were a celebrity?
You were in awe of each other, like you all respected each other's work or anything, or was it just you guys were buddies? Right?
It was just a chance to relax and hang out, and there was no professional
competition.
No
talk about work or anything.
No, you did all that. That's why you were there in that circle.
Yeah.
That was all done. You did the work. You're here in this bunch. This is a very select group of people. I mean, you never thought about that, but it's just the way it was. And now looking back, you go, "Oh my God, yeah, that was high octane shit going on there," but didn't realize it at the time.
What about Timothy Leary?
I don't know if I met.
Did you ever get into?
I never got into Timothy Leary himself. No, we got into acid before Timothy Leary. In New York, we got into Cass. Cary Grant was using LSD in psychoanalysis in California. Now Cass gets wind of Cary Grant using this substance in psychoanalysis. Well, if it's good enough for Cary Grant, my God, she loved the whole Hollywood, the old movie star thing. So if it's good enough for Cary Grant, who are we to scoff at something that Cary would do? So we started taking acid, and it was fun. It was recreational. It was nothing that we got into any psychoanalysis about. But I could see how you would open up to someone and start talking and never shut up. Yeah, we had some good fun. Got Cass evicted from her apartment in Washington, D.C., doing mustard paintings on the wall. A big jar of mustard. Doing sunflowers. Let's make sunflowers. Ah, everything's moving. Isn't it wonderful?
Now, was she like? Who would you say you were close? Were you anyone closest to in the Mamas and the Papas?
Oh, Cass and I were in. We were in Cass Elliot and the Big Three. Then we were in the Mugwumps. And then we were in the Mamas and the Papas. We were in 3 bands together.
Now, who started the Mamas and the Papas? It just came together. You guys all fell together. You four.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Mamas and the Papas were non-existent until one night, as it was the night that we made our record deal with Lou Adler. We were celebrating at the Landmark Hotel, where Janice died, and Peter Lorre died there too. The old Landmark Hotel. Now it's something Lanai, I don't know what it is, but we'd gone and we sang for Lou. He gave us the money. We went and cashed a check. We went and bought groceries and paid the hotel bill and checked in, and we're sitting there, and it's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning, and Cass is watching some talk show, and the Hells Angels, the motorcycle gang.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Sonny Barger, who was the top guy in the Hells Angels. They had formed them. He was on with this guy that was interviewing, and the interview was Les Crane was the interviewer, and he asked them about their women. You know, some people talk about your women that you have with you. It's pretty loose affair you got going. And the guy said, hold on now. Just a damn minute here. Yeah. Some people call our women cheap. We just call them our mamas. Cass was watching the show. That's it. Oh, it's fucking great. That's it. With the mamas. I want to be a mama. I want to be a mama. I mean, what are you talking about? This guy's talking about the mamas. They're mamas. He's in the mamas. So that night, she and Michelle were the mamas. And we were looking for a name. We're looking at the Magic Circle and all kinds of shit. And Cass is going, I'm a mama, I'm a mama. Michelle's going, I'm a mama. And I'm looking at John's going, mamas. Papas? Mamas and the papas. What do you think?
That's how it came out.
The next day, we were the mamas and the papas.
There wasn't much thought into except Cass.
Cass heard the much. Well, she saw this guy talking about, you can talk about women like that. You can call them whatever you want. We call them our mamas. And Cass goes, yeah, I'm a mama. Mama power. It was like, okay, oh, all right, mamas.
So what was, like, was she very energetic? I mean, was
Who, Cass?
Yeah, was she
Oh,
funny?
shit, yeah. Open the fridge and the light goes on. She'd do 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Was she a speed talker, just talk? Or was she like, was she good with jokes and funny and that kind of thing?
No, she wasn't always on, no. It's just that when the moment, it presented itself, she'd have a line. She was very, very fast mind. If there was something going on that she could add a line to, she'd just throw it in and everybody'd fall on the floor laughing. Because it was hilarious. Yeah.
Now, who was mostly the people in the band that wrote the songs and got
We all
going?
chose
Would you write it
songs.
together?
John wrote mainly because he had written all the stuff that we did before the group got together. He had all this catalog of songs that he'd written. But they all had this folky feel to them. So Cass and I brought this rock and roll sensibility that he fought at every turn because he didn't like rock and roll until he heard it played back on the big speakers. Oh, wow, that's loud, isn't it? It's made loud to be played loud, as Lou Adler would say. Yes, John wrote most of the stuff, and then since he and Michelle were together, he'd wake her up to help him, just bounce lyrics off, have an idea or not have an idea, but give him an idea.
Was that hard on the band with two people going out? Because sometimes in a relationship and work doesn't always go work well together.
I don't know what you mean.
Was that tense on everyone that they were in a relationship?
They were married.
Well, I know, but it didn't cause any problems. They wouldn't bring.
Did it cause any problems?
Yeah.
No, their being married didn't cause any problems.
I mean, would they bring their
Michelle and I
relationship?
not being married caused a large problem.
That caused more.
And then Cass and I, Cass wanted this thing with me to go on, and that never happened because I got tangled up with the other one. So everybody hated me.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, dear. Back to Bangkok now.
All right. Thank you.
There's a good song there. Back to Bangkok.
Back to Bangkok. Write me some.